Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining us with this Mindset Matters webinar. My name is Kim Lineweaver, and I'm a doTERRA Wellness Advocate, and happy to talk with you about the single most important thing for doing a doTERRA business or any entrepreneur business. So I'm working with a PowerPoint today, but since Google Hangouts has had a few issues with the PowerPoint's not showing and not scrolling through, until we get that figured out, until Google Hangouts figures that out, I'm going to just tell you some of these tips, and I'll go through my PowerPoint, and please excuse me if I'm looking up a little bit higher, but I'll be following along, so I recommend to take notes as usual. So today we're talking about mindset. And if you want to do a doTERRA business or any entrepreneur business, you really have to believe in yourself. It really comes down to you first. Mindset and posturing. We're going to talk about what posturing is later. But as just a simple rule of thumb, when you think about something, you think, okay, I'm going to move my arm to go get that glass of water, then you think it first, and then your arm goes out and performs it. So when you think to yourself, I am, stupid, or any of those negative words, I'm not worthy of success, I'm not worthy of happiness, I'm not good enough, guess what? Life is going to show up to you in the way to prove you right. It's going to show up in the way that you believe it's going to show up. So believing is really important. Now, believing is not the only thing. You don't want to just sit at home and believe that I'm diamond and everything's just going to come to me. You have to go out and do some things as well. But we're going to talk about just the mind part today. So how to get your mind in the right area to be successful. Okay, and the first thing is to be committed. Are you committed to changing your mindset? Are you committed to being successful? What words do you think of when you think of commitment? Do you think of motivated, persistence, discipline, focus, consistent? And I think of decide. The first thing you do when you want to have a successful business is you have to decide to be successful. The first thing you can do to be happy in life is to decide to be happy. It is the first step. It is not about what's going around you. It is about in here and up here. Did you decide to have a good day and a happy day? Did you decide to be happy regardless of what's going on in your life? So it is definitely the most important step here. Make a decision if you really want to change or not. No excuses, no backdoor, no escape hatch. Okay. And let me tell you something. We're all a work in progress. If you feel like you have some negative thinking going on, just know that you are just like everybody else on the planet. Because at one point in time, everyone, even if they're really successful now, we have all struggled with our mind, and overcoming those barriers is what it takes to be successful. So there's probably top 1% of the world that has really mastered their mind. So think of yourself, if you don't feel like you've mastered it, think of yourself as the 99%. So make yourself to love yourself through this. Love yourself through wherever you're at. And it's important that you could do that. I want to say before we go into any more is that bergamot is a great oil. Bergamot is a great oil of self-acceptance and courage. So accepting where you are and the courage to do something better is great. Okay, so have you decided to be successful? Do you have a rank goal in mind? Are you decided you're silver, gold, platinum, diamond, blue diamond, presidential diamond? Wherever you're at, it's important that you decide what it's going to be. What is your goal? Okay, and I want to quote Brendan Burchard, Burchard. And I spelled his name because you should look him up on YouTube and you should subscribe to him. He's amazing. I absolutely love him. He has a great book. He's a number one New York Times bestselling author. He's really, really great success coach. And he says the difference between success and failure is the ability to determine the path and stick to it. So you've got to first decide and determine what is your path. And then you've got to stick to it. And stick through it through the ups and the downs. We all have valleys. We all have peaks. And to stick through it no matter what. Okay? And a commitment to this. Are you an ideal partner? Would you be an ideal business partner for someone else to work with? Would you want to choose you? And would you want to hire or employ you if you were interviewing someone for a job? Because when you present doTERRA to someone else, that's what you're doing. You're basically interviewing yourself like, hey, do you want to work with me? So, and if it's not something that you would do, if you feel like you're kind of afraid of your shadow, or if you feel like you're just really afraid and you feel like you're apologizing for sharing the business opportunity or sharing yourself or sharing the oils, why? Why is that? And what's missing? Okay, so we're going to talk about posturing right now. Posturing is basically how you hold yourself that reflects your mindset. So you have to work, focus on what's in the mind, getting good affirmations, believing that you're worthy of this success, and also presenting yourself in a way that's going to do that as well. Randy Gage says, if I had to really isolate the biggest difference between people struggling in the business and the $1 million producers, it would have to come down to posture. Posture is confidence, preparation, polished, professionalism, leadership, enthusiasm, and success. We're going to break those down, okay? So confidence, you believe that you can do it. I mean, that really comes down to that you believe that you're worthy of presenting in this class or this one-on-one, whatever it is. Coming in with that confidence that you know that what you have is something that everyone should have. You should have that confidence, okay? Preparation, are you prepared? Are you prepared for your presentation? Coming into a class or any kind of presentation not prepared does not look good. You're fumbling, you're rushed. It's always good to come about 45 minutes early. I think that's the best time. Be prepared, being very prepared. So polished. Polished means, is your presentation clear and concise? Have you thought about what you say and how you're going to say it at different points in the presentation? Do a dry run to yourself, to a mirror, to your kids, to your husband, to your wife, whoever, to your friends, to a couple friends. Do a class by yourself to get that confidence and to also understand how you want to say your words, because you probably will say it not the right way, but then kind of analyze it and think, maybe I want to explain that in a different way, a more polished way, a way that gets the point across in as least amount of words as possible. So you're clear and concise, okay? Very important. You want to be professional. You want to make sure that you're dressed professionally. You want to dress a little bit higher than your audience. So whatever that means for you is important, for you. So if you're going to go meet with ranchers and farmers, then you probably wouldn't wear, a nice collared shirt that I'm wearing now. You'd probably dress a little bit more casual. But if you're meeting with moms, dress a little bit nicer. Dress a little bit higher up. If you're going to meet with some business professionals, definitely want to dress professional to match that, okay? Leadership. Leadership is basically something where, does someone want to follow you? A leader is someone that other people follow. Are you someone that someone else wants to follow? And what qualities does a leader emulate? And those are the qualities that you want to possess. Enthusiasm. Being enthusiastic about the business or the product is extremely important, okay? I have a lot of enthusiasm, and that's probably why I have a really high closing ratio. I'm in the top enrollers with doTERRA year after year, and it's because I have enthusiasm. If you go to a class and you sit there and you have a polished presentation, you know exactly what you're going to say, but you sit in a chair and you don't smile and you say, I really love these oils because when we were ill, our family was ill, we used them and it really helped us. And when we have muscle pain, it helps me, feel better, whatever you want to say. But see, I have a straight face, I'm not moving around, and I'm totally not enthusiastic. Guess what? No one's going to be enthusiastic with you. Enthusiasm is contagious, and it is important that you share your enthusiasm with that energy, however that means for you. Standing up, sitting on a taller chair, walking around, being excited, smiling, showing the joy that has come into your life because you have doTERRA. And whether that means you're talking about the product or the business, either one, having that enthusiasm that what you have is so amazing and it's totally changed your life, you got to have that enthusiasm when you teach it, or no one's going to want to join with you. Okay? I say this only because I started doTERRA business after using the product for 3 years. So I had so much confidence in the product. I had so much enthusiasm. I did not want anything to do with the business. So for me, it became so, I had to be so passionate about it that I couldn't shut up anymore. And I became very successful because of that enthusiasm. So harness that enthusiasm. Even if you're brand new, you've probably had some amazing experiences. If you want to share doTERRA, it's because you love it and you've had some great experiences. So share it. And success. So showing your success, being successful. Being posture is having success. Now, if you are brand new and you don't have a lot of success right now, fake it till you make it. Fake that part until you have success. Because guess what? If you have confidence and you're prepared and you're polished and you're professional and you're a leader and you have enthusiasm, you will have success. It will come with it. So can someone get into, you can get someone into your business, or you can let someone into your business. It's called mindset. So does that make sense? Someone, you can like pull and drag someone into your business, or you can let them join you because they're so excited they want to join you. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. That's just a little food for thought. And that quote is by Brian Carruthers. Okay, so posturing can be the determining factor in virtually any class or presentation you give. I guarantee it. The couple times in the last 2 years that I have done the business that maybe I wasn't feeling great, or maybe some things were going on in my personal life that kind of dragged me down, and I tried to muster up, and I had a class schedule. I've had that happen. I had a class schedule on the day my dad passed away. I was not that enthusiastic that day, to be honest. I did the best I could, but it wasn't the best. And guess what? I didn't have any enrollments that night. And I know it doesn't matter, but I made the commitment to teach that class, and I did it. So, barring those things aside, it's okay. But I know that my posturing was not great that night. And it's important to kind of have that in place so that when you do present, you know that it's important. It is so, so important. Posturing is mostly about attracting people to you rather than you chasing them. Posture is the manifestation of confidence in what you are doing, where you are going, and the unwavering belief that you'll get there. I'm going to say that one more time so you can write it down. Posture is the manifestation of confidence in what you're doing, where you're going, and the unwavering belief that you'll get there. We can boil it down to a few words: integrity, confidence, belief, and passion. All of those things come into that, okay? And being prepared rolls into that as well. Having confidence only comes if you're prepared and you're polished and you've got your presentation down, okay? doTERRA posture is really about the impression you make on people when you meet them. People want to work with and be around others who are confident, filled with a sense of purpose, drive, and ambition. So I have lots of people that want to work with me, so much so it kind of overwhelms me. But I love it, and that's why I'm doing these webinars, so I can reach the same amount of people with with me as being one person. Okay, so you want to speak with conviction, but it's important to come from that place. Speaking from conviction means that you know it in your soul and you believe it. And if you don't have the conviction perfectly, fake it till you make it. Just speak with conviction that it is so important, whatever you have to say. Okay. Be clear about your goals to help others succeed, because your success is only tied if others succeed. So not only putting your needs first, putting others' needs first and helping them succeed is going to help you. Okay. I talk with my hands. Can you tell? Even though it's just a little screen, that's how passionate I am. So why do people join you? I know people who may join doTERRA and purchase the oils because of what they've learned, or maybe because they tried the oils and the oils worked. But why do they join you in the business? Okay, in most instances, they decide to do the business, they're joining you. They're not joining doTERRA, they want to join you and your team. People join because of you, because of the energy that you give off, and because of the posturing. In other words, they believe in you. So we know the oils are amazing. We know we don't need to sell them. We just have to get the oils on them and present the material, and the oils sell themselves, as long as we have those things that I mentioned earlier. But you still have to sell yourself. You are always selling yourself. And I know I've talked to people many times who say, you know what, I want to do the business, but I don't want to sell. Well, guess what? You're always selling yourself. It doesn't matter if you do the doTERRA business. If you want to be a friend with moms at school, you have to sell yourself. If you want to work for a certain company, you have to sell yourself. You're always selling yourself. Even when you have the job, you're continually selling yourself by working hard, by showing up, by having a positive attitude, and by being someone that people want to work with. Okay? So no matter where you are in life and what you want, you are always selling yourself at every moment, at every time. In church, in community, in business relationships, everywhere. Friends, family. divorce record is kind of high. I mean, we have too much divorces because guess what? Even when you're married, you have to sell yourself. You have to continue to be the person that you would want to be married to. So this advice goes, this posturing can go with anything in your life. Okay. What posturing is not, it's not arrogance, it's not bossy. Nobody wants to be told what to do and be, pushed around. Okay. It's not, don't act desperate and don't chase, because chasing just comes across as being desperate. So this is your business. The great thing is you get to choose who you want to work with. We need to come to a place where we don't care if people join our business or not. It's really important. We need to come to a place where we don't care, because the thing is you get to choose who you work with. So you're also interviewing other people. Do they have the confidence? Do they have the posture that you would like in your business? And I want the prospect to understand that I'm in control and I'm going to build this business with or without them. I'm not seeking their approval, or do I need them in my business if they are not the right type of person? So the question you need to ask yourself is, would I want to be sponsored by me? That's really good. Would I want to be my upline? The same thing. My upline or my downline. I have to be someone that someone wants to work with. So do you apologize for talking to people about your business? If so, you're using poor posture. You are not projecting an image of certainty, confidence, or success. Stop worrying about the fact that you're new and haven't made a bunch of money yet. doTERRA is proven, and I am a witness of that, okay? If those who are consistent are met with success, you will, but it starts with mindset. I know people who are consistent and they're still working on mindset, and their success will only match what your mindset is. Your success level will only meet your belief level. So if you have the belief level of as an elite, you will stay an elite until you believe yourself to be a premier or silver. Same with gold, etc. So believe, and guess what? We're all work in progress. I'm a work in progress too. I'm still working on myself, but I've got affirmations all over my house, and I'm employing these principles. Okay? Remember, you've got something to make their lives better. Product and a business opportunity. Okay? We are offering something that they need. Period. Be proud of that. Be proud of what you have to offer. There are so many successful individuals in doTERRA that want nothing to do with the business, and I'll bet you that every single one of them is sure glad that someone brought up the business to them. Like me. I didn't want anything to do with the business. And my upline, every once in a while, would just bring it up to me. There's this opportunity here if you ever like it. And one day I said, you know what, I want this. And I went back to her and I said, I want to be part of this business. And I'm so glad I did. Quit looking for the people who are looking for you and start looking for people who are looking for you. Let me say that again. Quit looking for the people who you're looking for. Okay, I said that wrong. So quit looking for the people that you're looking for, okay, and start looking for people who are looking for you. There are people out there that are looking for an opportunity. They're looking for you. Find them. Have that energy about you, that posture, and you will find them. Because having that posture will attract them right to you. Would you be an ideal partner? Would you want someone to hire you? Okay? Don't be upset by the results you didn't get with the work you didn't do. Okay? What does it take? It takes the mindset, posturing. It also takes teaching classes and finding people, enrolling them, helping them get started with the business. If you're doing the mindset part and you're not doing the other part, it's not going to come together. So you've got to do it all, okay? Nothing in this world is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. My husband has a great quote about perseverance being the chief thing. Better than intellect, better than talent, better than knowledge, better than wisdom. It's perseverance. People who persevere, they make it, okay? You can do this. I promise. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. What a great quote. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Just reinvent yourself. This is a great thing. So you can have a nice quote that says, this is a nice picture. It says, my name is consistency. If you want this picture, I can send it to you. It's cute. You can put it on your wall. My name is consistency. I am related to success. We should hang out more often every once in a while. So being consistent with your mindset, being consistent with your posturing, and being consistent with your business is going to bring your success. It will. It's a fact. Especially when you focus on that very first thing of believing, deciding that you're going to be successful, employing these posturing principles will bring your success. So thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate that we talked a little bit more about this. But remember, it all starts in your mind. It starts and ends in your mind, morning and night. Put some little tips for your day. Put some little affirmations on things that you want, your goals, or making a vision board with pictures related to those words. Putting it at your mirror when you get ready every morning. Putting it by your bed, in your office, different spots, putting something, a little quote on your phone. When you turn your phone on, you see a little picture with a quote. There's lots of different ways that you can incorporate the mindset into your business. But it's really important to incorporate it into your whole life. And guess what? You're going to be a better person because of it. You'll be a better father, mother, student, teacher, employee, whatever. You will be a better you because you employ these principles. And I promise you that if you do these things and you're consistent, you will succeed. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time.